As always, welcome to Mastermind. We are so lucky to have Angel training today on why customers are so important to your business. Angel, over to you.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for having me today, Kelly. I'm really excited about this. I'm going to go into screen share here, guys. So give me a second. And we're going to go. Can you guys see it? All right, so we're going to be talking about customer momentum, which is unlocking the hidden engine of your business. And this was really an exciting topic for me because those of you who know me, especially those of you who are on the team, are probably like, well, Angel's more a business person than she is a customer gatherer. And so I want to say to you, if you're looking at this title right now, maybe it doesn't excite you because you're looking for the hidden secrets to recruiting or all of that, and I want to build a team. Guys, this will change your mind today. And what I have done is I have a team of a lot of customer gatherers. So you can do it both ways. So whether or not you're a business builder or a customer builder, we're going to be talking today about how that benefits your business, no matter what your focus is. I just need to move all our faces here. The 90% line, we build, but customers sustain. And there's a few typos in here, guys, that I noticed like in the last few seconds. So excuse my spelling. I was doing stuff quick. Most distributors fall in love with recruiting. It feels exciting and flashy, right? That's what we really want. I want to build a business. I want to find the people that are going to build with me. I want all of my team to be distributors, and I don't care about customers, and customers are fine, but I want the people that are going to be building my business and bringing in the check, and I want to help people make money. And we fall in love with that part of network marketing, right? But in contrast, the customers, the auto ships, the consistent clients that you have coming in, the people that you're servicing with the amazing products that we have, they're the silent engine behind real income sustainability. And I want to give you an example. I was talking to Lisa Grossman a couple of weeks ago. And we were talking about customers, and we were talking about, how important they are. And she was talking about at the time where she was building her business, which was one of the biggest network marketing companies for quite a few years with very familiar names that I'm sure you guys know. She said that she was not necessarily a customer gatherer, right? She was a recruiter. She was a leader in network marketing. She had people coming to her to build with her, but 90% of her business came from customers. So not her customers, but she had a lot of people who were building business with customers. They didn't really care so much about building teams. They wanted to share the products. They wanted to make their income from sharing products. They wanted to just benefit from that retail commission, that first way we get paid, right? So if you have somebody come into your business that wants to just benefit from retail sales and you try to convince them, no, but you don't understand, Wanda, you could make so much more money if you started to build a team, and oh, I'm gonna help you build. I'll start placing people. Just give me people. Don't try to force people into builders. If you get somebody who's an excellent customer gatherer, or you become an excellent customer gatherer, there's a lot of money to be made in there. So there's a mindset pivot here. Stop feeling rejected when the team doesn't duplicate, and start celebrating every customer who stays. On our team, when we do our team recognition, we don't just celebrate the people who have recruited people and the new people that have joined to build the business. We celebrate the people who got the new customers and the new customers, because that is the foundation of our business. If we don't have people using our products and enjoying our products and staying on our products, which we're going to be talking about coming up here, we don't have anything. Right? New Life doesn't have anything if we don't have people on our incredible products. So the bigger picture is momentum isn't built by recruiting alone. It's created by consistent volume. And I want you guys to think about that, because a lot of times our businesses fall stagnant. Oh, I haven't recruited anybody in a month. I haven't recruited anybody in 3 months, 6 months. Oh, this year's almost over and I haven't brought anybody into my business. What if you started focusing on just making sure these products were getting into people's hands? What if you shifted your mindset a little bit to say, okay, I'm not going to put the pressure on myself to find people who want to build. I just want to find people that want to feel better. I want to find some women whose hormones are out of whack. They're in their perimenopause, menopause. To talk to those people and make them feel important. I don't want to have desperation breath and sales breath with every conversation that I have, feeling like I need to push somebody to do something they don't want to do. They provide the stability. And we always talk about how our compensation plan is built on momentum. And a lot of times we don't explain that that includes customers. That's not just momentum of you getting a team to duplicate and doing events and, always run. No, momentum is just auto ships. Momentum is seeing how many people stayed on the products, going into your reports and being like, whose auto ship didn't go through? Who do I need to reach out to? What does my team look like? How we're going to talk about customer service, because even though we have incredible customer service at New Life, we have to provide our customers customer service as well. So the momentum method, why volume is leadership. Volume equals momentum, like we just said. Every customer adds to velocity, sales, feedback, and energy. So you want the feedback from customers is key. When we're building a business, we want to know what's happening, right? When we talk to our builders, okay, how's your back office? Oh, this, okay, you're missing this, or, oh, okay, you don't understand how your paycheck, so let's go over that. Feedback from customers is crucial as well. When we launched the new Rose and Cole, the feedback that we got from people, and we send that to Kelly, we send that to Stony, we send that to Brian. These are the things we need to hear. Our customers give us the key points of the things that they notice that we need to continue to be a top performing company. Recruiting happens in spikes. Customers are foundation. So you may go through a period of time where you bring in somebody and they bring in a lot of people, or you're just on a roll and all of a sudden you're recruiting 3, 4, 5 people and you're focusing on them and you're onboarding them and you're helping them to duplicate. Keep on bringing in the customers. Don't forget that part of it. Don't allow auto ships to fall off. Don't ignore your customers because you're so focused on the team build. Your leadership isn't weakened when someone doesn't build, okay? So don't get frustrated. How many of us have had somebody come in that says that they're going to go, oh my gosh, I want to do this, and then like it's crickets, right? But their auto ship goes through every single month. They're using the gel. They're getting results. They're on the calls, right? They're showing up for the community. They're showing up because they're excited. They're feeling better. They love the testimonials. They're sharing it with their friends. Their friends might come in as customers. That's great because your foundation is just shifted to a different block when it's customers. We need to sort, right? When we bring somebody in and we get excited because this person joined with a 4-pack and they're going to be a builder and then they stay on as a customer, we sort them to the customer side and we service them as a customer. And maybe sometimes we remind them, oh, I know you had said at one time you wanted to build, you wanted to share. I'd love to revisit that when you're ready. But right now, how are you doing on the products? Did you hear about the new product launch? All of those kind of things. Your business doesn't stop with one person. The volume from customers sustains momentum and morale. Our customers are our biggest morale in this company, right? Those testimonials and the look at us now groups and the things that we share and the get on the gel, right? The gel and tell, it's amazing when people come on and share their testimonials. People are moved. We stand in rooms. I can see Wanda's face right now. We go into Toronto and we stand in rooms with like 30 people and everybody's crying because the customers are building that morale and excitement over what we have. That's why in Canada it took off so quickly because people were getting results. Rewrite your customer mindset. Own service, not sales. So when we're talking about customers, a lot of times we're like, okay, I got them on the gel. How do I get them on the gel and the Somaderm or the Somanite? Because that's a really great pack, right? So if I can get them to do the 250 pack, because there's a lot of savings there, you're constantly upselling in your mind of how you can increase the sales, right? Make it about service. Shift from selling to serving. Your focus is not numbers, but transformation. So if I'm talking to Wanda, I'm going to pick on you all day today because your face is the face I can see. If I'm talking to Wanda and she's telling me her results, she started on the gel, she's telling me her results, and I'm saying, okay, so when we first started, these were the problems that you were having. How is that gone? Have you had any relief from those symptoms? And maybe she has, but maybe there's still, I'm still a little bit tired. I'm still finding that in the mornings I'm really groggy. Then it makes sense to recommend the Soma Night, right? Or hey, Wanda, I don't know if you saw, but we recently launched our Untypical line. No pressure for you, but I wanted to share it with you because we're getting a lot of great results. I know you had said at one time, like you were looking for skincare as well. So I'd love to share that with you. It's a little bit more affordable, but people are getting great results. You're giving service, right? You're remembering what she said. Have a book on your customers, just like you do for your team. Know why your customers decided to join. I had this great older couple. Both of them were they were feeling old. Their joints ached. They were tired, and they got great results from the Somaderm, right? And when I talked to them, okay, how are you guys feeling? Is there anything else you think you need right now? No, we're great. Okay, great. I'm going to check in with you in another couple of months. Let me know if anything changes or you have any questions, right? It's providing customer service. Track your customer satisfaction, their success stories. We're going to talk about that coming up, and resharing. Build your business culture around customer service. Guys, you see so many of us, if we get a text from somebody, we take a screenshot of the text, we block out the person's name, and what do? We share it on social media and say, I love getting these kind of texts. You get an email from a customer. Oh my gosh, okay, take a screenshot, post that on social media. That is your social proof. Your customers and their day 1, day 2, week 2, month 1, all of those results, ask them about it, because that is an excellent social proof for you and how you're sharing on social media. So the bigger picture is that in a digital, skeptical, very skeptical world, human connection and immediate results are what make people stick with your products and with your leadership. So with the Somaderm, we know that this is a lifestyle product, whereas the Somaderm Plus, that's more of an immediate, right? They can get an immediate result within 10 minutes. We know that somebody's going to feel that product. With this, because they may not get an initial reaction, I know I did, I know other people on here did, a lot of times it's sleep, but say they don't, right? Say it's week 2, they still haven't felt anything. They're going, I don't know if this gel is working for me. It's how you're treating them and how you're checking in and how you're reassuring them, no problem. You know what? So-and-so also had the same results. It took a couple of weeks before they felt anything. Give it time. Being that reassurance, because when you buy something off of Amazon and it arrives at your doorstep and you use it 2 weeks and you're pretty sure it's not working for you, is anybody checking in? Is anybody calling you? Is Amazon calling you and saying, hey, how's it going with that new supplement that you bought or that new hair product that you bought? Is it working for you? No, it's not. Okay, give it a little bit of time, right? Nobody's doing that. So like I said, even though New Life has customer service where they can call in if they have problems with their orders and they need to change something or all of that, we have incredible customer service. You over deliver in your own customer service to your customers. You have to do that. I learned from one of the best online marketers that customer service, both to her team and to her customers, was absolute key. She over delivered, she over handheld, she over, made them feel wanted, needed, and appreciated. Appreciate your customers. If they feel appreciated, if they feel like you're saying, thank you for giving me your business, thank you for trusting me with your business, they're going to probably be more inclined to keep on this, right? And keep it up, because we know that people fall off. It's just like fitness stuff. So now I'm blocking my title here. Align your team and customer mindsets for symbiotic success. So how do you get your team into this whole customer mindset as well? Customers fuel what recruiters build. So teach your team that, right? Customers fuel what recruiters build. So if you're a recruiter, don't get frustrated. Like I said at the beginning, if you have somebody come in who is just a customer gatherer, they are fueling your volume. We talked to somebody yesterday, and her core reason for being with New Life was to get these products into people's hands and hear their results. That's what she wants to do. So even though she's a builder, chances are she's going to have more customers than builders, right? And that's beautiful, because we all have a different calling for why we're here. So when you have somebody come in like that, celebrate them. Let them know you're going to support them. Just because maybe you're like me and you're not a massive customer gatherer, you're more of a builder, you support those who are, because that is the foundation of your business. Create customer and builder routines. Celebrate daily auto ship numbers and new team members, right? Well, that's like I said at the beginning on our Saturday calls, when we celebrate the new customers, celebrate auto ships. Who had the largest amount of auto ships? Who had the largest amounts of reorders? Oh my gosh, Wanda had, 5 customers reorder this month. Congratulations, Wanda. That means she's maintained those customers. Dual focus equals confidence and scalability. So if you have both your builders and your customer gatherers together in the mindset, that allows you to scale, right? Everybody in one mindset. Builders who understand customer retention don't burn out. They build lasting systems, because you will burn out. And how many of us have seen it happen, right? Recruiters, they're just constantly bringing people in. And usually those people don't know how to onboard. They don't know how to build systems. They don't know how to plug people in, right? So they're just constantly running on that hamster wheel, bringing more people in, bringing in more numbers. And sure, everybody wants to be able to do that and bring in 15, 20 people a month. But the foundation so that you don't burn out, guys, is having people bring in customers, bring in your own customers, having people on the products. Encourage your builders before you invest in someone's leadership, invest in their customer success first. And this, this is something that Paul and I have learned firsthand, is sometimes you get so enamored with somebody, or you're celebrating somebody so much for what they've put in as leadership or recruiting, or who they've brought in, and it's like, oh, like there's this energy around them, but you haven't focused on just getting customer success. You haven't focused on just the core of what we're doing here, which is getting these products into people's bodies, right? That's what we're doing. Whether the person's coming in to build, or whether the person's a customer, it's all about the products and how they're working in their body, because no matter what, builder or customer, if this doesn't work, they're not sticking around. So we want to talk, oops, where did I go here? We want to talk about your 7-day customer momentum sprint. And so I want you to accept this, whether or not you're a customer gatherer or not. This may be something new to you. This may be something where you're like, oh, okay, customers, now I got to shift my focus. No, it's really not shifting focus. It's combining focus. It's understanding the importance of, do you want a long-term business here? Is this your long-term play? Do you see yourself here with New Life Building? Or maybe you're a customer yourself, and that's fantastic. If you're here for the community and how you learn here and the different products that we have, we celebrate you too, because you're a part of the family of New Life. So the challenge is to reach out to 10 customers that you already have this week with a simple message, just checking in. How's everything going with the product? Whatever product they bought. How are you enjoying the Somaderm? Did you notice anything with the Somanite? Check in. If you haven't touched your customers, you're not giving them the customer service. And it's the same thing I got to say with your team as well. A lot of times we bring somebody in and we don't touch them. We don't check in on them. Maybe you don't know to, right? You don't know that that's part of the steps that you need to do. You think that, well, all I have is an online store and people are buying from me. No. How is it working? What are you noticing? I would love to hear from you, your feedback. Share one testimonial or success story in your team channel or feed, right? Make sure you're sharing the success stories with other people in your team. Get them excited. We have, if any of you who are on my team know that every time somebody new comes into the team, you're getting a text, aren't you? Saying congratulations, because it keeps everybody excited. And we should be doing that with testimonials as well. Oh my gosh, so we just heard this testimonial from Kelly. Guys, listen to this. Get excited. Share this product with other people. This one is great. Offer a reward for a written or video testimonial. I know Peg does this. Sometimes she'll Venmo them cash for free shipping, right? I'll cover your shipping on your next month if you could do a video for me, or if you could write out a testimonial, or if you could send me a before and after, or even encourage them to do that at the beginning. Hey, Kelly, if you take a before picture now and 3 months later, you take your after picture, I will give you $50 towards your bottle of Somaderm that month. Right? That's an investment in your business, because people don't know to do that. Customers don't know that they should be taking a before and after. They're not motivated to do so. But if you give them the motivation to do so, they'll do it. And hopefully it's somebody that just loves you and they'll do it for free. Celebrate each reorder or client milestone as public wins. Guys, when we talk about celebrating those small achievements, when you hear us teach on goals and target goals and achievable goals and all of that, and we say to celebrate the customers, celebrate the testimonials. If you get somebody, we always say if you've touched one life each day, or if you've changed somebody's life, or if you move their life each day, then you've done something pretty amazing, right? Whether you know it or not. But if you actually hear it, if somebody sends you a message or phones you and says, hey, thanks so much for sharing this with me. We've all had those calls or texts or messages, right? Thank you so much for sharing this with me. I can't believe how it's changed my life. We all hear it all the time. Momentum honors movement. I told you guys, I did not spell check, or I just did this too fast. And customer movement is daily service. If 90% of people are doing this to stay consistent with their customers, they don't just survive, they thrive. We were talking with Larry and Taylor Thompson this week too, and he has a great training that he does on 80-15-5. And basically 80% of the people that you bring in, whether or not they're a builder or a customer, 80% of people that you bring in will just end up being a customer. And a lot of that 80% will fall off because if they did come in as a builder, they're not going to stay motivated to stay on if they're not achieving goals, right? So that's why you have to deliver that customer service and stay on top of them with the product. The 15% will be people who share, they refer, they share a couple of people, build a couple of people, maybe get to promoter, maybe executive promoter. That's your 15%, right? And then 5% are going to go on to be your builders. So if you have that mindset and you're not expecting 100% leaders, 100% recruiters, 100%, oh, I want this, or 80, oh no, 80% of my team, Angel, is going to be leaders. No, it's not. You're going to find your 5%. We're all sifting for gold. And those people come and they come in, and a lot of them come in just as customers first. How many of you have incredible leaders on your team that said, I want to try the product first? I don't know if she's here and I won't call her up, but we had one incredible leader say, I will do the product, but I'm not doing the business. Right? We hear it all the time. Don't take those things too seriously. And then don't take the people who say, no, I'm going all out. I'm going to bring in 20 people. I've got a list of 100 people. I'm going. And then a month later, you're going, what happened to so-and-so? Where did they go? Build the habit of connection. We talk about this all the time as part of our 5/5 training, connecting with people, understanding what they need, asking the questions. We had a girl yesterday we were coaching, and she said that somebody on her Facebook said, I think you got hacked, because she started asking questions about whether or not they were interested in her products, right? And so we said, instead of that, how about you just put a little bit of a survey out there, right? Hey, I don't know if you saw, but on my timeline, or if you've been watching my feed at all, but I don't know if you noticed, I've started this whole health and wellness journey. It's going really, really well. I'm actually just gathering some information from people so I can know how to run my business best. Can you let me know, are either 3 of these things a problem for you? Or which 3 of these things are the biggest problem for you? And then saying to them, hey, if I could check back in like a month from now, if I have anything that might help you with that, is it okay to reach out to you again? That's building connection, right? It's not, hey, Kelly, I don't know if you saw, but I'm selling this gel and it's 25% off right now. Can I sign you up? Here's my link. I'll build a cart for you. Like, no, that's not what you do, right? You don't just bombard people. So build that connection. Over deliver on customer service. I can't say this enough. Your team will watch and your business will rise. If your team sees you doing the habits of reaching out to customers, making them important, celebrating them, your team will do the exact same thing. And not only as you build with them, but as that depth of your organization builds, that's going to ripple through it without you even knowing that it's happening, because you're building a team that is built on customer service. Customer service is the foundation of all network marketing, whether it's team or whether it's customers. I can't say that enough in this training. So I want to quickly talk, this is the last slide, guys, how to upgrade a customer to a rep, because that's one of the things that so many people, all of us want to do, right? We're always like, oh, they'll come in as a customer and I'm sure I can get them to start building, right? We all have that little sneaky little thing that we want to do at the end. But how do you actually have a normal conversation with a customer and get them to upgrade to a rep? Because a lot of people do, but how is it done? At enrollment, or the decision point. So if Wanda's coming to me and she wants to be a customer, of course, we know the drill, right? You can be a retail customer. You can pay full retail. You can be a retail customer with an auto ship, which means you have a monthly order and you get a little bit of a discount, or you can get the wholesale pricing, right? So present the wholesale pricing as an option. You can become a member and you'll get the product. You pay $59. You'll get the product for $140, and then you get the product for $140 every month. It's a savings of $30 a month after your first 2 months. You're already in a savings mode. Plus, what else do they qualify, guys? They qualify for the rewards program now. So that's another huge selling point to why they want to become a member and be on AutoShip, right? So emphasize the benefits of the rewards program. If you don't know it, understand it, because when you're talking to a customer, you want to be able to present to them all options so that they can make a decision. Don't try to push them. Don't try to say, you know what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually sign you up as a member. That way you're going to save and you get the rewards program. So she's going, I just want to try the product. I didn't say I want to be a member, right? I want to present her with those options. And if she so chooses later on to upgrade, fantastic. So after they've been a customer for a while, check in and say, how are things going? And are you sharing this with others yet? Are you sharing your results with others? Are people asking you? Are they noticing? Are other people noticing the results that you're having. A lot of times people will tell that to you without you even having to ask, right? Oh my gosh, I walked into the grocery store and the girl at the checkout that I see every single week said, "Oh my gosh, I noticed your skin, you're glowing." We hear that all the time. So people are noticing. If yes, show them how, if they upgrade to a member, they're going to get the savings on the products, but they can earn a commission on anybody who might shop through them. So they could possibly get their product for free with those commissions, right? You might earn enough to get your gel for free, Wanda, which would be awesome, or more, right? And if you guys watched the opportunity presentation last night, you saw that at the end, we had the two options. Do you want to join as a customer, or do you want to become a member, possibly share with a few people, get your product free, or possibly earn $500 a month or more? Right? People will tell you yes or no. You're giving them options. You're not pushing. A pushy salesperson is telling people what they want them to do. Right? You're giving them options to decide. And if they say, no, you know what? I'm super happy just being a customer. I don't need to be a member. The price is fine with me. I'm having great results. I'm just going to continue on. Always ask for the referral. Always ask for referrals. Wanda, I'm so glad. I so appreciate you as a customer. I love that you're getting results on the gel. Continue sharing with me your results. I'll continue checking in. And honestly, if you have anybody who ever asks, I would be so appreciative if you would send them my way, and I will, cover your shipping for every customer that you send me. I'll cover your shipping for the next month as a thank you, because I just so appreciate what you've done for me. Send cards and stuff like that too. Do the little things that people don't do at Christmas time, or as a thank you. If you've had a customer that's been with you for like 6 months or a year, because if we could keep somebody on the gel for 6 months, guys, 6 months of volume in your team is excellent, right? So if they've been a customer, send them a little thank you, a little card that says, "Thank you so much for supporting my small business. I love that this business allows me to stay home with my kids, and you're one of the reasons why I get to do that. So thank you so much." People, how much do you love a thank you card right now? Like, I love those things, right? Because it's things that people aren't doing. People might send a text, "Hey, thank you." A handwritten card goes so far. So guys, that's really it. I don't even think it was that long. We're at a half an hour, but we kept it short and tidy. But this is it, guys. We need to have customers. When you talk to the leaders and when you talk to the builders, and like I said, when we talk to Lisa Grossman, it's the foundation for everything. And we focus so much on the build and we focus so much on the recruiting that we miss that whole part of what we're doing, and we get frustrated, right? So I don't know, Kelly, do we open up to questions, or
Absolutely. We always open up with questions or comments. We always
Great job, Angel. That was awesome. That was
John?
tremendous.
Well, Angel, you must have covered everything that you needed to. Oh, Wanda raised her hand.
Yes. Yes, this has been such a great training. And I love your energy, Angel, and your training. But it's just like you make everything sound so exciting. And it's refreshing. It's very, very refreshing. One of the things that stood out for me that I wanted to mention was the before and after pictures, and offering someone, as an example, $50 towards their order after the 3 months, right? Because it's a good feeling offer. You get the picture, and if they're on the product for 4 months, then you've got pretty good retention.
Absolutely.
There, right?
Same as using points for things, right? So you're using your commissions, you're investing your commissions, basically. It's like turning around and putting that in as an investment into that person and saying, I know I will get more business. Or it's even karma, if you want to think of it that way, right? You're putting out the money into that person, and you know it's going to come back because you're providing customer service. And that's what companies do when they give you the discounts, or if you order for 3-6 months and all of a sudden, your 6th month is free, that's their investment in you as a long-term customer. So guess what? You stay on for another 6 months to get your next 6 months free, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Teresa, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm that person who signed up and said I'm only going to use the products and I'm not building.
They want to call you out.
So I'm outing myself, but I think that's hilarious because it is absolutely true. I can't even tell you the people my mother and a brother included, who are like, oh, I'm going to make you so rich. And of course, they don't even like get their second auto ship. Like they just disappear, which
Yeah.
is kind of funny. And I've recently signed up a couple of people who are like, I'm really not interested in the business. And I said, great, I won't bother you then. And they're already sharing. So I just know that
you're such a great example of somebody who builds, like, you sort, right? You sort your customers here and your builders here, and you don't, like, it doesn't affect you whatsoever, right? I see it in you all the time. Okay, you belong to this category, so I'm going to put you here, and you belong to this category, so I'll put you here, right? So I see you do that all the time. I didn't mean to cut you off, sorry, but you do it really well.
no, that's it. It was just, plus it's a great reminder. We spend so much time procuring a customer, and then I am personally guilty of kind of, after those first couple touchstones, dropping the ball, and it's like, it's so easy to use. I mean, it's not like I got to nurse them or anything, but you're right. It's good to make those personal touches, and I'm going to start doing that. So thank you.
You bet. Paul.
Hey, great job. Amazing, amazing job. It's just a great training. I think you keep raising the bar over and over again. But a couple of things, and I don't know if you mentioned it because I got on late because I was on the phone with that guy, but the consumption, right? Consumption, consumption, consumption. Consumption leads to results. Results lead to belief. Belief will eventually lead to people sharing your product. It's so, so important. But I want to comment on what Wanda commented on about the $50. That may be a little rich for some people, but think of it this way. If you get a customer and they buy a gel and you have under 20 customers, you're getting $25 a bottle. And let's say, I want you to think of this, some of you legacy people who have been here for a long time, go back and look at some of your people who've been here for a year and they've been on order ship with you for a year. Is it worth it for you to take one of your $25 monthly income and send them a Dunkin' Donuts, or I'm up in Canada right now, so a Tim Hortons gift card, right? And send them that. It doesn't have to be $25. It could be 10, it could be 15, but realize that, will you be willing to give up 1 month of your profit, right? To keep that customer for another 12 months. Hey, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, great anniversary of your enrollment, whatever it may be. So is it worth that investment to you to give them 1 month's profit? And think about it. Once we enroll somebody and they come on and they're with you for a year, really, what's your labor cost? It's really nothing unless you start doing what Angel shared with you, which is, hey, what's your customer service level like? Are you calling people up? Don't be afraid to ask them if it's working or not, because if they even give you a negative comment about, well, I was hoping for a little bit more result. Oh, let's talk about where you're putting it on. Let's talk about maybe switching you from Somaderm to Somanite, right? Or if you were looking for pain relief on your knee, maybe we should switch you from Somaderm to AWE, and maybe getting be involved in their process. Right? Be involved in the whole concept of, are you happy? And if you're not happy, let me try to make you happy. Because listen, we've had people put the product on completely wrong. We've had people not putting the product, well, it's a little expensive, so I thought maybe I'd use a half a pump, once a month, and then I could get a year out of the bottle, right? Okay, so we tell people, if you can cut back, but in the first month or 3 months of the product, use it as directed, bite the bullet. Get a head start. So that's it. That's all I wanted to share. Angel, amazing, amazing job. I think we got to record that training because I'm seeing a lot of comments in there. It's really, really good. Really, really good, as usual. All right, guys, I'm going to shut up.
Thanks, Paul. Hey, Diane.
I agree with Paul. Excellent training, Angel, as always. My tidbit on this is, I believe it was Ray Higdon's training said 36912. You should be checking in with your customers 36912 to see where they're at, how they're liking the product. Is there anything else you could do to help them? So that's one thing. The other thing is, this is actually for Kelly. Kelly, is there going to be a customer incentive program?
We haven't talked about it, but it's been mentioned in meetings. So the idea is there, but there's not like resources behind it just yet.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Well, Angel, you did a fantastic job. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you, Kelly. Thank you so much for inviting me to train.
Of course. All right, guys,
David.
next week, same time, same place.
See you there.
See you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Paul.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.